Newton's Law. I'm going to take this time with the draft fastly approaching. I'm going to take my take on the top 6 quarterback prospects. Michael Penix. And I'm going to give this young man his credit. I didn't think he was that good.
You didn't?
I was one of those guys, man, he playing in Washington.
Yeah.
Motherfucker can't ball. I seen him play Oregon.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was making some big-time throws. Inside the pocket, arm angles, and his comparison, I would say Geno Smith.
Okay. I could, Geno.
You know what I'm saying? Now, Geno in West Virginia?
Balling him and Tavon Austin.
Cold.
Bro.
But this is the dark horse
It is, yeah.
in the draft at the quarterback position. Because if he goes to a situation, and let's look at it like this. Late round, he's asked to lead, but he's able to feel comfortable in the system, that's when he will thrive.
Yeah.
Play into his strength. And that, I can say that about everybody. Play into your strength. You know. But my whole thing, too, is he needs a perfect situation.
But do you think even the fact, all right, he went to Washington, led them to a national championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind of what's like, if he ends up in a bad predicament or ends up in a team that needs help, he might be one of the ones that's ready for it because Washington wasn't.
He's a winner.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody like, oh, Washington is going to the national championship.
This is the thing, too, going back with Drake May.
Yeah.
If you give Drake May Michael Penix's resume, Drake May is easily the number one pick.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like with Penix, it's a lot of questions. I do think this is my bold statement with Penix. When it's all said and done, if everything goes right, I think he transcends how scouts scout their players. You know what I'm saying? He was one of those guys that, man, I don't see a lot. But now scouts are like, yo, we need to go get us a guy like this.
Like him, okay.
You know, and it's not by the time he gets drafted, it's not going to be a lot expected from him. That's why he's the dark horse.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
he might end up in the best decision.
In the best team.
Best spot.
The best situation. Because a team would have done their research. A team would have been able to really say, hey, the best pick right now for us and our team needs, given the circumstances, will be drafting Michael Penix. And I think my concern, on top of others, is does his game really translate
to the NFL? Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, with all that said and done, that's what I got, bro.
So who out of these quarterbacks, real quick, and obviously even once they get drafted, is a whole nother breakdown of how they're going to work in that system with that team. If you just had to make a crazy, projection, what quarterback you think really would make, lemonade out of lemons in this situation? Like, or it all depends on where they go.
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams?
Yeah. The moves that the Chicago Bears has made is gearing up to put him in a good situation. They're making the right moves for a young quarterback to come in to be successful.
You think he's the lock?
Number one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That would be hurt. That would be crazy if he didn't.
I think he knows.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I remember my draft. Now, I didn't necessarily know until like an hour prior to, but I think.
I mean, his aura, even how the media presents it, it's just like, oh, he's number one. He's this. Like,
but the media is getting it from somewhere, bro.
Exactly.
They're not just.
Because even Jaden Daniels, he went to, I want to say 30 trips so far. I was researching. He went on to all the, like, so many different teams.
Yeah.
And I think
it can be like the lock for top 10 is Drake May, Caleb Williams. Everybody else, they can fall how it may. You're not factoring in any trade ups. I think teams will trade up to get a Drake May because of the upside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Caleb Williams, it's already he's not going to leave top 10.
Yeah,
and if he does, it's something that we wasn't privy to
Correct.
from the scouting report.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Michael Penix, and J.J. McCarthy, it could be first round or it can be second or third.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be a surprise to anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody that gets those quarterbacks, I would say tier 1 draftees will be Caleb Williams and Drake May. Tier 2 would be Jaden Daniels. Tier 3, Bo Nix, Michael Penix, J.J. McCarthy. That's my personal opinion. That's not to say that they're not inadequate to all go first round.
Yeah.
Or top three rounds. But that's just how I feel. And knowing the lay of how desperate quarterbacks are to find in this league.
Yeah. But but when you look at situations like a Jordan Love in Green Bay, you have your Brock Purdy with the 49ers. And then you have Justin Fields that was thrusted. Like Cam Newton that was thrusted to start. And when you have other people like that, like Zach Wilson from the Jets that was thrusted to start. Now he's able to stand behind Rodgers.
And he just got traded.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Even with that, like your time is ticking.
Yeah.
Like just to
instantly. But I'll give you another one.
But I was saying, what's the best predicament to be in? Would you rather be like? I'd rather have a longer career,
man,
and sit behind somebody, or like just get.
What's
thrown
my
out
guy
there?
from Ole Miss went to Carolina? Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's his name?
Hold on, what from Ole Miss?
Quarterback.
Corral.
Corral.
Matt Corral. Yeah.
And Kyle Trask, Michael Penix, Bo Nix, those guys. The concern will be a Matt Corral.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The upside didn't pan out.
And he got hurt, though.
It doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't
A
help.
Kyle Trask, a guy who lit it up in Florida. Where is he now? He got drafted by Tampa. Mm-hmm. And Tampa still went out to get Brady. So these things, like we've seen a lot of skillful college athletes come into a league and be forgotten. So when I'm talking about the tiers, those are some of the things that the scouts do think about.
Yeah.
Will his game translate? So tier 1, I will go back and say Caleb Williams, obviously Drake May. They're the hotheads in this year's draft. Can't really miss. Nobody's willing. It's not to say they are skillful, right? They are skillful, but they're not to say that they're like the best prospect that we've seen. I don't think nobody is willing to pass up on him.
Yeah.
To be like, y'all motherfuckers could have got him like a C.J. Stroud.
Oh, yeah. Do you think Carolina's sitting over there?
Duh. The fuck? It ain't even like, duh.
Couldn't even get it out.
And, bro, like, in the mid-form of the season, when you start seeing the skill set come into play,
yeah,
I guarantee you, knowing what we know now, I think a lot of people will take C.J. Stroud number 1 over Bryce Young.
So what about my man from the Colts?
Anthony Richardson.
Over Bryce?
Yes. With what
saying?
we saw this year, hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
You know, everybody can go back and say, like, bro, C.J. Stroud is a star.
Yeah.
Size, well, I wouldn't say speed, but size, strong enough. He looks the part.
Intellect.
Skillful, extremely skillful, and he's a star.
Yeah.
4 out of the 5. And shit, he went to the Texans, and we was saying on draft night last year, it's like, oh, they're about 2 or 3 years out.
Yeah.
Shit. Game changer. Instant game changer.
Instant.
So, yeah, I mean, shout out to every single one of the prospects that I talked about, and good luck on draft night. But those are the things that you need to take note of. Listen to me. Take heed. And if you don't like what I said, take it personal.
Prove them wrong.
Prove me wrong. But that's not to say that those mentions aren't valid to who you are. This is what people are saying. And if I have a executive, what is it, a GM role, these are the things when I'm looking at these, I've seen all of them play. And it's a lot of great things that they do, and it's a lot of things that is the cause for concern.